Regardless of whether you're in the service or not, buying a home is always a big step. Saving for a down payment, making sure you have enough for closing costs, and getting pre-approved for a loan can feel overwhelming, even if you aren't a first-time home buyer. But for those of you that have served in our nation's military, the process might just be a little easier. Hi, I'm Sierra Haskins with eXp Realty, and I also happen to be the state squad leader here in California for eXp's military network. If you have any questions about buying or selling a home and have served in our nation's military, regardless of branch or years served, reach out to me and I am happy to help you. You can find all of my contact information right here in the video description listed below, and I would love the opportunity to talk with you. So let's get to it. VA loans are available to eligible active service members, veterans, and surviving spouses. They offer competitive interest rates with limited closing costs. They don't require a down payment or private mortgage insurance and can still be used if you have a challenging credit situation. They can help turn your dream of home ownership into a reality, even in a tough housing market. To qualify for the VA loan, there are a few things to consider, but in this video, I'm just going to touch on one or two of the big ones to be aware of with a couple of facts at the end. So make sure you watch all the way through. The first is that you must meet specific requirements regarding the amount of time, served in active duty. Service members need to have served for at least 90 continuous days to qualify. For veterans, National Guard members, and reserve members, the requirements depend on the period of time in which you served. So there are different periods that make you eligible, spanning from the Gulf War all the way back to World War II. We've helped clients that served active duty during Vietnam, were enlisted during Operation Iraqi Freedom, as well as clients who have served during peacetime, and they all qualify differently. So it's not a one-size-fits-all loan. There are requirements to be aware of as far as time in service. I know that some criteria might get confusing, so reach out to me anytime and I would be happy to spend some one-on-one working through your own particular service record and what you would need to qualify. So if you don't meet specific time periods but were discharged due to hardship, government convenience, a service-related disability, or a few other select reasons, you might still qualify. Additionally, spouses of veterans who have passed away during active duty or due to an illness or disability from service might also qualify, usually as long as they have not remarried. It is important to note, however, that service members that were dishonorably discharged are not eligible for the VA loan benefit. Just keep that in mind. So, if you qualify with your time in service, the second thing you're going to need to produce is what's called your COE, or your Certificate of Eligibility, and it is not the same thing as your DD-214. It's a document that your lender is going to need from the Department of Veteran Affairs that confirms your eligibility for the VA loan program. It is different than separation from service papers. And yes, remember that you can still use a VA loan if you are active duty as well, but that's a conversation for a different video. You can access your Certificate of Eligibility by getting into your e-benefits portal and requesting it, or by requesting it from a lender that specializes in VA loans. A qualified lender can usually access it within a couple minutes. I know that we have had service members that we've worked with that have used one of our lenders and gotten it within 2 or 3 minutes, and we have had some that have not used our lenders and have had to send away for it, and it has taken a very long time. So there is a benefit to using a really good lender. Anyway, just know that if you use a lender, you can get it sometimes within a few minutes, but if you mail away for it, 6 weeks, as the government is known to be a little slow on response times. So when you get ready to buy a home, use a lender that specializes in VA loans. Not all of them are created equal when it comes to supporting our military service members or understanding all that you guys qualify for. So if you need a good VA lender anywhere in the nation, message me and I will make sure that I connect you with a trusted one who knows the programs inside and out. Do not just use anyone. Trust me on this. So these are the biggest two things to think about when starting your home buying process. Do you qualify in time and service, and do you have your certificate of eligibility? If you have both of these covered, you can start your home buying process. Now, I said I'd briefly cover a couple other things about the VA loan, and I didn't forget. So, first, contrary to popular belief, there is no minimum credit score requirement to use a VA loan. The rates might be different between scores, but unlike conventional or FHA loans, VA loans do not have a minimum, which sometimes helps when you are a little more credit challenged to be able to still qualify to purchase a home. There is no required down payment for a VA loan, as your time and service is your down payment. Now, that doesn't mean that you're exempt from closing costs or funding fees though, so you need to be aware of that. And if you have questions about how much they may potentially be for you, again, reach out and I'm happy to go over it with you, because they are different for every service member and every veteran, period. You can use your VA loan more than once. It is not a one-time only loan. You can use it more than once, and you can actually use it at the same time. So as long as you have eligibility available, you can use this benefit. There is no maximum amount that the VA loan caps at. You can use it for a $289,000 home just as much as you can use it for $1 million home. Again, it only has to do with your eligibility status, so it's important to work with that lender that can make sure you understand where you stand and what you qualify for. They aren't created the same. Be sure to work with a specialist. I think I sound like a broken record right now when I'm saying that, but we've helped enough clients that have gone from online lenders or lenders that are sort of general and have moved into using a lender that's a specialist and are much happier with that. The process always goes smoother. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to me as well and I can tell you a couple of stories. So that's it for a brief overview of qualifying for a VA loan. If you have any questions about the housing market or would like to talk to me about buying or selling a home, no matter what station you're at, no matter what state you're serving in or what country you're currently living in, I have a massive network of veteran and milspouse partners and lenders across the nation that are ready and willing to help you. They have been where you are, they know the system, they know how long things take, and they are amazing. So we are all here ready to support you. Please reach out to me anytime at the contact information right here listed below, and I'm glad to get you connected to the right person. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your service, and I will see you on the next one.